What's up, subscribers? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be talking about some recent updates for Ideanomics, talking about some upcoming events, and also taking a look at some recent movement in the share price. But first, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so that you get notifications about our future videos talking about the stock market and personal finances. And while you're down there, if you haven't already, be sure to check out the links in the description to get your free shares of stock from Webull whenever you open and fund your account, as well as $10 of free Bitcoin from Coinbase whenever you open your account and make your first $100 purchase of cryptocurrency. So grab a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage of choice, and let's jump into it. The next few weeks are going to be some exciting ones for Ideanomics, starting out this past week on Wednesday when they were involved in an EV charging panel on March 17th. With that panel consisting of some of the leaders in EV charging, such as Blink and Michael Maslier from Wave, a company that was recently acquired by Ideanomics. For those of you who may not be familiar with Wave, Wave is an EV charging company that is focused on developing inductive charging solutions for medium and heavy-duty vehicles in the United States. They were acquired by Ideanomics earlier this year in January, and this is personally an acquisition that I'm very excited about. With the adoption of EV vehicles going to continue for years and decades into the future, increasing charging stations and providing customers with charging solutions is going to be key for companies to thrive. And with President Joe Biden pushing for increased adoption of EV vehicles and EV charging in his upcoming infrastructure bill, this is something that I personally have been investing in very heavily within my personal portfolio. Personally, I have been investing very heavily into EV charging leader ChargePoint. But for those of you who have been following my channel for a while, you know that I'm also invested into Ideanomics as well. ChargePoint certainly is the leader in EV charging here in the United States, but I believe that Wave offers Ideanomics a huge opportunity to increase their revenue for years to come, especially for commercial EV vehicles. What sets Wave apart from its other competitors in the EV charging space, such as ChargePoint and Blink, is its wireless charging technology. Let's go ahead and take a look at a video from Wave's website to learn more.
We were at a CTA conference in Anaheim, California in about 2013. We were still trying to figure out if we were to electrify our fleet, how we would be able to run a bus, take a diesel bus that can run all day long and put an electric bus that has a starting range of 150 miles. There was no solution for that. We would have to bring the bus back to the depot, charge it up, and send it back out again. And that takes time. It doesn't fuel up or charge back up like a diesel bus would fuel up. So there's about a 4-hour gap there where we wouldn't be able to run the bus, we would be charging it. So we were trying to figure out how to solve that dilemma and not have to buy 2 buses for every single diesel bus that we were currently operating. While we were at this conference, we met the folks from Wave. They had a smaller system that they had already built and tested, and they were having great success with it. And realistically, the day that we met the Wave folks is the day that we were able to put the last piece of the puzzle together to know that we could actually make this work. And then we were on path to do this entire electrification project, change our fleet out from a full fleet of 75 diesel buses to what will now grow to 80 electric buses. As far as maintenance goes, there's no moving parts, so there's nothing for us to do. We do a quick inspection of the charge plate, we run it over a charger. If it transfers energy, there's nothing else for us to do. The battery management on the bus takes over from there and it controls everything. The Wave charger, as soon as you pull up on top of the charger, you set the brake, kneel the bus, put it in neutral and open the doors, it automatically starts charging. So the operator doesn't have to have any concerns. They can concentrate on strictly doing their job. The Wave system allows us to be able to run this bus all day long and not have a diesel bus anywhere in our fleet. The entire electrification project is about a 50% cost savings so far. I'm sure I can speak for everybody on staff. We're really proud of this whole thing.
We get phone calls or we get tours just about every day of the week. And when we talk to operators, they bring up concerns about the range of the bus versus the length of their routes. We take them over and show them our Wave stations and how minimally invasive they are. You know, the pads flush in the ground. No, it's remarkable technology. I'm still awed by it. Watching Wave go from infancy to with a 50 kilowatt charger to now the 250s that we have has been a remarkable journey. If we had to do it all over again, I don't see any other solution than Wave. It's been a great solution for us.
In addition to the recent EV charging panel, Ideanomics has a couple other events coming up worth mentioning, including a presentation at the upcoming Collier Spring Alternative Transportation Conference, as well as releasing their Q4 earnings report at the end of the month. In my opinion, these upcoming events, especially the earnings report, could be huge catalysts to push Ideanomics share price higher, perhaps even testing and breaking past the resistance that they've been seeing at $5 per share. Taking a look at Ideanomics' stock chart over the past 5 trading days, we can see that overall the stock price has been pulling back, but Ideanomics was able to finish out the week on a strong note, closing out the trading week at around $3.08 per share and up to $3.14 per share in after-hours trading. But taking a look at Ideanomics' stock chart a little bit further out, we can see that the share price is still far off from its highs that it hit in early February at around $5.50 per share. So we'll see what happens after Ideanomics reports its earnings at the end of the month. Personally, I do think that this could be a big catalyst to help the share price to push higher. But with that being said, I think that we all can agree that the stock market has been extremely fragile recently, seeming to go up and down merely on any type of news that comes out, whether it be about the stimulus, the Fed talking about interest rates, and ongoing concerns about inflation. So while I do continue to love Ideanomics as a long-term investment, here in the short term, I hate to make any type of price prediction because honestly, I feel that any type of news could cause the share price, as well as the entire stock market, to pull back. But in the long term, nothing has changed about my opinion on Ideanomics. I continue to remain extremely bullish about this company, and I feel that they have a ton of room to grow in the future as EV continues to expand. What are your thoughts about Ideanomics? Are you invested in Ideanomics? Are you thinking about investing in IDEX? Where do you think the share price is going over both the short term and the long term? And what do you think about the upcoming earnings and the other events that Ideanomics has going for it? Be sure to comment down below and let me know what you think. And while you're down there, if there are any other stocks or topics that you would like me to talk about in a future video, please feel free to comment that down below as well. As a reminder, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a certified financial planner. I'm a resident physician with an interest in personal finances and investing. Please make sure you're doing your own research before you make any financial decisions. And please be sure to smash that like button and click on the subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm and to help support my channel. Thanks everyone. Have a great day.